And we know, and that's been part of the problem, because we telling y'all, and we've been telling
the issue.
What she does and has a track record. Every time
Terrible.
something happens, when it's towards somebody that y'all don't like or don't care for, it's always a basketball play or unintentional. But when something happens to somebody that y'all like and love and care for, oh, it was intentional. This person should be fired. Why did they say this? Why did they do that? No, we can't play the pick and choose. We can't play the.
He's cooking.
When they do it, it's
He's
a problem,
spitting.
but when we do it, it's okay. No. That's not how it works.
Man, so Dijonai Carrington just called out the Indiana Fever for having white privilege. But the people that didn't see, she got
This is hilarious. This is funny. The victim playing, the manipulation,
but the people that
the swindle, the deceit.
From the game for her foul on Cunningham. She didn't even wait to go home to tweet this out.
She's the epitome of weakness, of fragileness, of softness.
Most referees, they gonna call that foul a flagrant 2.
She should be ashamed of herself.
She was in the locker room mad as hell. I'm gonna be honest, bro. In most
salty.
Games, he wait to go home to tweet this out.
But hurt.
She was in the locker room mad as hell.
Salt truck.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. In most games with most referees, they gonna call that foul a flagrant 2.
Yep.
He wait to go home
logical.
To tweet this out. She was in the locker room mad.
What he's saying is logical,
honest, bro. In most games with most referees,
that's not how it works.
Man, so Dijonai Carrington just called out the Indiana Fever for having white privilege. For the people that didn't see, she got ejected from the game for her foul on Cunningham. She didn't even wait to go home to tweet this out.
Nope.
She was in the locker room.
She was too eager.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Too hyped. Too geeked.
They gonna call that foul a flagrant 2.
Yep.
This wasn't a good example of a team having white privilege.
Indubitably.
Damn near took Shorty head off.
Yep.
The foul. I ain't saying you did it on purpose, but you still did it. I would say the same thing if a white player fouled somebody.
Yep.
Like I didn't see
consistency.
People in the NBA get ejected for situations like this. I'm gonna be honest, bro. The referees be on Caitlin Clark's ass. They don't let Shorty get away with nothing. So I don't think the WNBA got white privilege.
Word.
Caitlin Clark even just got a text today about to be suspended for doing nothing. If anything, I'll blame the Clark ass. They don't let
salutes to this dude for engaging in consistency.
Caitlin Clark even just got a text
consistency.
Today about to be suspended for doing nothing. If anything, I'll blame Clark ass. They don't let Shorty get away with nothing. So I don't think the WNBA got white privilege. Caitlin Clark even just got a text today about to be suspended for doing nothing. If anything, I'll blame the fans for why players think it's white privilege going on. I feel like
Dijonai's claim is invalidated.
Clark even just got a text today about to be suspended for doing nothing. If anything, I'll blame the fans and her ass. They don't let Shorty get away with nothing. So I don't think the WNBA got white privilege. Caitlin Clark even just got a text today about to be suspended for doing nothing. If anything, I'll blame the fans for why players think it's white privilege going on. I feel like the fans put this in these players' heads. But as far as the WNBA refs today, that was not no white privilege.
Word.
Shorty, that's a flagrant 2 in most games. Facts.
Yeah, so the pattern that I'm noticing here is that even the pro-blackies, right?
Yep, the wokies.
A whole lot of black people are saying,
the worshippers of race, the black worshippers.
I can't defend Dijonai.
Yep. Salutes to them in this case for being fair and balanced.
People are saying, hey, you know what? I got to call a spade on this one.
Impartial.
I can't defend Dijonai Carrington. Right?
They deserve plaudits in this case.
You have Emmanuel Acho. He sounded off on Dijonai Carrington.
Yep.
Boohoo Wine Crown white privilege. And that pissed off.
Salutes to Acho too, even though he's typically
let's get into it.
Dijonai Carrington made
uber woke. Even though he's uber woke typically, salutes to him for checking Dijonai. Also,
hey, you know what? I gotta call a spade
he deserves credits for checking her too. So salutes to
what she did. Now,
the brother Acho also.
He sounded off.
He checked her too, so salutes to him also.
White privilege, and that pissed off Dijonai Carrington, and I want to react to it. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Dijonai Carrington made
white privilege, and that pissed off Dijonai Carrington, and I want to react to it. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Dijonai Carrington made a basketball play, and the refs made a basketball ruling. So can we stick to basketball for a moment? Basketball play. She was attempting to go for the ball, at least she said so. She missed, and she missed egregiously. She missed, and she flagrantly hit Sophie Cunningham in the head.
Nastily.
Now, flagrant 2, by definition. If you hit somebody with so much force that it could lead to injury, and if it doesn't appear to be a play on the ball. Though Dijonai's intention was to play the ball, her impact was all on Sophie Cunningham's head.
Yep.
So as a result,
the refs made the right call.
Yes,
now, I would
logical.
be remiss if I didn't mention, have we seen Sophie Cunningham aggressively foul an individual before and not get thrown out of the game? Sure. Have we seen Caitlin Clark aggressively foul an individual by hitting them in the head and not get out of the game? Absolutely. You cannot be ignorant to that truth. But if we are paying attention to what Dijonai Carrington did to Sophie Cunningham, it was not a race-based decision.
Word.
And to call that a white privilege-based foul
is rubbish.
Undermine
Hogwash.
the term of white privilege, and to also completely ignore the rules of
Yes,
basketball.
purposely.
You hit her in the head, you drew blood, you didn't connect with
Goofy,
the ball at
dummy,
all whatsoever.
idiots.
So to me, it was just very ignorant and to some degree asinine
Malicious.
by Dijonai Carrington to suggest that that call was based on white privilege.
Disgraceful.
Have we seen examples of white players make that same foul and get away with it? Yes. Have we seen examples of black players make that same foul and get away with it? Yes.
So this
There was
invalidates
white privilege involved
Dijonai's
in that
claim.
specific call. Dijonai, you hit her in the head and you drew blood.
Take accountability.
Flagrant 2, you should have been ejected. No
Period.
more, no less.
Point blank.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Okay.
Acho cooked.
A reasonable take.
Yep.
And you
Very.
know what that means, right? That means that some people are going to be upset, right? Dijonai Carrington responded to this. She says, I've never once claimed that the assessment of the foul was white privilege. That was your assumption. Try exercising your critical
It is
thinking
hypocrisy
skills.
coming
I know
from
you
her
study
to
psych.
say
Furthermore,
he's
I'm
assuming
the last
things.
thing
She
from
assumed
ignorant
things
or
too when she
asinine
said
when it comes to
W
speaking
privilege.
on quote-unquote white
Goofy,
privilege.
bro.
Do your research on that one. I actually went to school, one of the top universities.
Yeah, she's
When it
so
comes to speaking on quote-unquote white privilege, do your research on that one.
she's so detrimental, bro. It is
White
crazy.
privilege, that was your
She's
assumption.
skillful, don't
Try
get it twisted.
exercising your critical thinking
She
skills.
can hoop,
I know
but
you studied
her
psych.
attitude
Furthermore,
is
I'm the last thing
garbage.
from ignorant or asinine when it comes to speaking on quote-unquote. I know you study psych. Furthermore, I'm the foul was white privilege. That was your assumption. Try exercising your critical thinking skills. I know you study psych. Furthermore, I'm the last thing from ignorant or asinine when it comes to speaking on quote-unquote white privilege. Do your research on that one. I actually went to school, one of the top universities, might I add, to educate myself on this exact subject. I would never use that term as a rhetorical weapon, knowing the historical and social weight it holds without having the proper evidence to substantiate it. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I honestly don't know what she meant, right? Like if she's saying that she didn't mean that the assessment of the foul was white privilege, then what do you say, right? I'm not entirely sure. Like, what are you saying? Like, what is white privilege? Then what did you say, right? What is white privilege? Clearly, you were referring to what happened.
Yep.
Right? Were you referring to being kicked out of the game, right? Like what were you referring to? Because I'm confused now, right? I'm confused. I think a lot of people are confused. Okay, like I mean, she said white privilege at Indiana Fever. I'm trying to figure out exactly, again, what was she referring to? And
Vince,
people in the
he's
comment
cooking.
section also wanted
Vince
the same
is
thing.
cooking.
Okay, the internet is forever, princess.
Yep.
This is
Word.
a thread,
Facts.
so you can't get away with your racist BS on this platform.
Word.
Share the substantial evidence.
Yep. Yeah, she thinks people are dumb, stupid. You, bro, Dijonai, she's bugging all the way.
Now at Jimmy John's, for just $5.99, you can get a Vito, Turkey Tom, or the Pepe. An 8-inch sandwich for $5.
Right now, a building is turning
F Dijonai, bro.
more than glass and steel.
F her.
Transformation begins with intelligence that senses what's next.
You're the one who committed a heinous foul and then decided
This is
to
true.
use a cryptic white privilege
Overcompensation.
from,
Gascinating.
By all means, feel free to clarify what you meant. In fact,
You
let's
don't have
get
to brag.
the primetime
You don't
interview
have
set up
to-
so you can tell the world why you're the victim after assaulting. So free to clarify what you meant. In fact, let's get the primetime interview set up so you can tell the world why you're the victim after assaulting Sophie Cunningham. Free to clarify what you meant. In fact, let's get the primetime interview set up so you can tell the world why you. Free to clarify what
If
you
you
meant.
have to brag, it is a problem.
Primetime interview set up so you can tell the world why you.
Just show and prove. Don't boast. Don't do the boastful-ish. Just show and prove.
Right? I mean, like,
this is it.
Right? I just could not imagine. That's relief. It looked like Sophie Cunningham encrypted white privilege from the locker room. By all means, feel free to clarify what you meant. In fact, let's get the primetime interview set up so you can tell the world why you
yep.
after
the victim.
Sophie Cunningham. Dijonai Carrington is
GTFOH.
look like
GTFOH.
Failing miserably. Yeah, I agree with that. Right? I mean, like, come on. Right? I just that's really to look like Sophie Cunningham, but for why you the victim after assaulting Sophie Cunningham. Dijonai Carrington is trying desperately to look like Sophie Cunningham, but is failing miserably. Yeah, I agree with that. Right? I mean, like, come on. Right? I just cannot imagine screaming in 2026 being black while wearing a blonde wig.
Tough.
A blonde
nasty
wig,
work.
Right? I mean, this woman is colonized.
Crazy work. BCP, he's cooking.
Imagine
with the hilarity, with the humor,
right?
with the comical-ish,
I just could not imagine
with the comedy. He's cooking.
In 2026, being black while wearing a blonde wig. A blonde wig, right? I mean, this woman
nasty
is
work.
Right? She's colonized.
She's the epitome of nasty work.
Imagine Sophie Cunningham with some braids, right? Right? She's colonized.
Tough.
I mean, this is black.
Crazy.
Imagine.
It is black privilege. Yes. It is black privilege. It is black privilege.
Right? Could you imagine the outrage, right?
Yep.
The woke revolutionaries would be boohoo whining crying.
Yep.
Cultural appropriation.
Thievery. Theft.
You can't wear
thievery.
Black hairstyles, right?
Racism.
But again, you allow these black women to run around with blonde wigs on, right? Again, it's crazy. But
the really double standards are crazy.
Self-esteem of these pro-black,
yes.
Right? I love how
the confidence,
black women are supposed to be
the self-love.
Black. We're always told
yep.
how black is beautiful and
black is superior. Black is above. Black is above.
I really don't understand it. It's almost as if
black is the greatest race and
right?
all
because
of this
if they
stuff.
Believe that black was beautiful, then she would just try desperately to look like white women. I don't get it. I really don't.
It is nuts.
Pro-black. We're always told how black is beautiful and
yep.
black features are beautiful, but these same people are trying desperately to look like white women. I don't get
black
it.
is beautiful. Black features are beautiful. Black features are beautiful, but
people trying desperately to look like white women.
These people, they're fugazi, bro. They're hypocrites.
Right?
Yep.
Because if they believe that black was beautiful,
they're foo-foo.
She would just wear her own hair, right?
Yes.
She just rock her own hair.
An afro
she's bald,
or something.
Rock it though.
Yep.
Right?
Be confident. Rock the fro.
Hair, right? She would just rock her own hair.
She would
right?
wear a real her. She would wear her real hair, her natty hair. She would rock her natty hair. She would rock a fro or something. But she chooses to wear this.
I'm not gonna go for a black woman who's trying to be a white woman, right? If I want a black woman, I want to
this go for Caucasian resemblance.
Right? I want a black woman who embraces her quote unquote blackness, right? Just right, rock it. I said this one.
Be confident.
Hair, right? She would just rock her own hair, right? If she's bald, she's bald. Rock it though, right? Rock it. I said this once, I'll say it again. If I wanted to get a real white woman, I'm gonna go for the real thing.
Yes.
Right? I'm not gonna.
Yes. The original.
I said this once, I'll say
the authentic.
If I wanted to get a, rock it. I said this once, I'll say it again. If I wanted to get a real white woman,
a snow bunny.
Thing, right?
Yes.
I'm not gonna go for
we see sin
a
duda.
black woman who's trying to be a white woman, right? If I want a black woman, I want to go for the real
word,
thing, right?
the authentic, the original,
her quote unquote blackness.
Yes.
Right. Just like if I was to be with a white woman, I want a white woman that embraces her quote unquote whiteness, right?
Yes.
White features.
Yes.
Okay, that's the whole point. Now, if I want a nice little mix in between, right? Then I'm gonna get a Latina, right?
Latina bonita, Latina guapa.
So, anyways. like I said, man, I don't understand these individuals, right, who do this, but I kind of do to a certain extent. They really have low self-esteem.
Yes,
right,
low confidence, low self-love.
Says, why did you post white privilege after being ejected?
Word.
Yeah, that's the question.
Goofy. She's goofy.
Right, or coming up with conspiracy theories as to why this is. But she didn't get treated the same way as Dijonai. She didn't get ejected from the game. They come up with these false comparisons. And they say, well, see, it's white privilege because Sophie, she didn't get ejected from the game when she hard fouled this person. I mean, completely, totally different foul, by the way. But she didn't get treated the same way as Dijonai, so therefore it must be white privilege. Completely ignoring the fact that, again, it was not the same thing at all. It wasn't even close to the same thing.
They don't care. They
Like,
just
minds,
they just want
right?
division,
They
hatred,
really believe that there's
divisiveness.
unequal treatment
They suck.
amongst black and white players in the WNBA when it comes to these fouls and the calls, right? When, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, if you really want to go there, we could argue that a lot of the fouls that they call on Caitlin Clark, like that tech that they called against her that the league had to take back, simply for accidentally running into the ref, right?
Yep.
Barely touched
Crazy.
She
It is
got a
crazy
touch for
that. It is crazy.
It was
is,
so
it
egregious
is all the
that
way
WNBA
crazy
had to
that
take
she
back,
got attacked
right?
for
Because Caitlin Clark
accidentally
was gonna be suspended
running
for it.
into the ref.
She's got that many texts, ticky-tack texts. So I'm just saying, if you really want to go that route, it might not end up the way that these people think, right? When it comes to this conversation about the refs and the calls being made based off race, right? So
Goofy.
Emmanuel Acho actually responded.
Baseless.
And he said, "You're correct, Dijonai Victoria. My assumption, along with the majority of the sports world, was that you posting quote-unquote white privilege immediately following being thrown out of a game for fouling somebody white was regarding the foul. But if the two things are somehow not connected, that's on me. I'll stand corrected." Yeah, I can smell the sarcasm here, right? I can sense it, okay? However, America is a speaker-oriented country, so the burden is on you for being clear, direct, and easy to understand, aka you should learn how to articulate yourself,
Yes,
right? It's
better.
your fault that apparently
Communicates
this
better.
true because you didn't do a good job of telling us exactly what you meant, right?
Clearly.
What exactly did you mean, okay? We still don't know what she meant.
So
But
you
in
open
the
to
end,
yourself up to these
Gal
interpretations
to
and
Acho
perceptions
said, she is
and
not calling that foul white
assertions.
privilege. She is clear. Gal responded to Emmanuel Acho and said, she is not calling that foul white privilege. She is. Gal responded to Emmanuel Acho. Right? What exactly did you mean? Okay.
You
We
only
still don't
have
know what
yourself
she
to
meant.
blame
But in the
for
end,
this, Dijonai.
Gal responded to Emmanuel Acho. Right? What exactly did you mean? Okay. We still don't know what she
Fair
meant.
question.
Bohemian Gal responded to Emmanuel Acho and said, she is not calling that foul white privilege. She is clearly talking about the bias within the officiating system as a whole and the history of non-foul calls from players, especially the white one. Respectfully, the problem with Dijonai's tweet is nothing about it was clear.
Facts.
If we're
He's
ignoring
cooking
the obvious
again.
context of her ejection, quote-unquote white privilege, becomes an explosive accusation with no context. White privilege
What
is
do
a
you
real
think
thing.
people are
It's not a claim you
will
can
say?
ambiguously make.
What do
Now,
you think people
Acho,
will say?
that's the thing. That's what they
Goofy?
do. For the most part, when they talk about it's a real thing, it's not a claim you. And the history of non-foul calls from players, especially the white ones. Respectfully, the problem with Dijonai's tweet is nothing about it was clear. If we're ignoring the obvious context of her ejection, quote-unquote white privilege, becomes an explosive accusation with no context. White privilege is a real thing. It's not a claim you can ambiguously make.
Words.
Now, Acho, that's the thing. That's what they do. For the most
Yep.
part, when they talk about white privilege, they do make that claim ambiguously. Right?
Yep.
Like, that's why she
Yep.
felt comfortable
Vaguely.
making that claim and then turn it around and trying to make it seem like it was ambiguous, right? So, again, the reason why is because that's usually how they use that, right? That's how they do it, right? They call white privilege anytime they don't get their way.
Yep.
If your assertion is
Fraudulence.
that her tweet was about racial bias within officiating of a $1 billion sports league, that's an even more damning accusation. Yeah, it is a more damning accusation. An accusation that I think that you know, if there's evidence of it, it's probably not in the direction that these people want, to be honest with you. So, you see that, you heard that. Clearly, Dijonai Carrington here is triggered by all the backlash that she's getting, all the backlash that she deserves. But like I said, and I'll say it again, you're not going to see any of this change until the league is boycotted. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, a lot of this comes from a place of jealousy. And
bitterness,
from, right?
Antipathy,
and racism,
animus.
Right? It's just racism against white players, right? Clearly, they're jealous of the fact that Caitlin Clark is so successful, well liked, that fans support them more than they support the black lesbians. And because of that, the black lesbians are like, you know what? We'll destroy the whole league. If we can't be the face of a successful WNBA, right? If a successful WNBA has to be led by white players, then fuck it. We'll take the whole
burn
thing,
it, burn it down.
That's basically what they're saying.
So
I'm like, hey, if that's what they want to do,
this is the mentality
of
these goofies.
Right? Boycott is in order, right?
Yep.
Boycotting the WNBA is what solves this problem.
Yes.
Otherwise, we're going to continue to see this nonsense until somebody gets seriously hurt on the court because they're assaulting the white players now. Flat out. They should be arrested, to be honest with you, right? That is how out of control this has gotten. But let me know what you guys think.
Due process is something that should remain present, but if it is warranted, then yes, arrest.
Take the whole thing, right? Hey, if that's what they want to do, if that's what they want, give it to them, right? Boycott is in order, right? Boycotting the WNBA is what solves this problem. Otherwise, we're going to continue to see
things will get worse.
Seriously hurt on the court because they're assaulting the white players now. Flat out.
Something has to be done.
To be honest with you, right? That is how out of control this has gotten. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective.
Big ups to BCP, big ups to Acho, big ups to everybody who is saying logical-ish pertaining to this topic. Yeah, Dijonai, she's terrible, bro. She has no awareness, no empathy. Peeps give an answer to a B who always does douche activity. See Dijonai in Carrington. The response is people's patience wearing thin.